All right, this so cold in the day. I got my heat up, but 80 is so cold outside. But yeah. Let's speak on Terence Crawford. Crawford said he back in the GYM. He back in the gym. I think he was over in another country, but believe Lao. I don't know where he was at, but back in the gym, staying active. Um, most people speculating that he got to fight Errol Spence next. Contracts got clauses. And it seemed like, he had a pretty, thorough contract. I mean, he got the drop on Al Heyman because he, had people told him, people on PBC and probably people warned him about what's in those contracts or whatever. What's in those contracts or whatever. But at the end of the day, don't nobody really know. Is he obligated to fight with Bud? Errol Spence. Is he waiting just to hang around and see if he can get the Canelo fight? And we'll find out next week a little bit more about the Canelo, or they have an idea about what Canelo want to do after next week. You know what I'm saying? So, and that meaning that Canelo Alvarez is probably waiting to see what happened with Jaime Munguia is the word. So that's the good word. They waiting to see what happened with Munguia. So I think Munguia, Jamal, and Canelo in that order is what they pretty much trying to do. So that's pretty much what they trying to do in that order. So yeah. So if you was wondering, that's what they trying to do. That's what they trying to do. So but nonetheless, I guess he just staying active and staying ready for whatever. And that's cool. That's cool. But I just feel that in my humble opinion, I just feel that I just feel for him, being with 36 about to be 37, he need to be active, and PBC just can't keep people active. It's too much waiting around, to see what happens. It's just too much of that. It's way too much of that. It's way too much, waiting around for these guys. But like I said, don't nobody really know. Don't nobody really know. If the rematch class has a clause got an expiration date. I just know from talking to people close to him, is to the fact that you know it's to the fact that they saying Al Heyman don't got the money. So then after that, then what happens if he don't got the money? Do they wait till the rematch expire? You know what I'm saying? That's the question. Do they wait for the rematch clause to expire? Does it expire? Errol Spence had an eye surgery. How long is the recovery for cataracts? You know, these are things that we don't know. So, um, but he in the gym, he preparing or staying ready so he ain't got to get ready. But but yeah, man, this I think they pretty much waiting to see what Canelo Alvarez does. But I just know the word on the street is they just don't have the money for they don't Al Heyman not putting the money up for the fight. It's 50 million. And I think pretty much people waiting to see what happened with Ryder and Munguia. And I think Munguia is the leader in the clubhouse for the Canelo fight. So if Munguia win, And Benavidez not in the running at all for May. If Munguia win, then what do they got to offer Terence Crawford? I mean, and where do Terence Crawford go? Who can offer Crawford the fight that he's looking at? Do he look to do an MMA crossover with somebody to make some bread? Because all the fights that, I mean, I can't speak from his perspective, but all the fights that the fans want to see, him and maybe Danny and Lara have a fight, which that may not happen this year because Lara got ordered to fight Michael Zephyr. So that'd be Lara fight for the next 2 years. And I ain't joking. So that becomes a problem. That becomes a problem. So, after that, then you continue to say, man, maybe Tim Tszyu, we don't know the Charlo fight. He got to build himself back up after that terrible performance. Really, it ain't nothing out there for him. People say, well, he should fight Jerome Bucenis. I mean, how do you justify that financially? That makes no sense. So if he looking for some money, legacy building fights, I don't get no legacy off beating that man. That man, I'm helping that man out. Why would I help him out? Just being honest. But nonetheless, I mean, really, you understand why he chasing Canelo Alvarez. And you would understand why Errol Spence is chasing Terence Crawford. You understand why. You understand why. Because what else do Errol Spence got to make that type of money? Every fight that he fight now after that ass whooping he took is a risk. Will his face hold up? So, and you understand from Al Heyman's standpoint why Al Heyman don't want to put the bag up. All understandable. All understandable. You know what I'm saying? All understandable. It's about the money. Especially when you get in your 30s, man, it's about the money. So that's going to be the interesting thing about it. I mean, then can't nobody move until PBC lock down a deal. And these deals that they supposedly have is involving no money. It's all funded by private investors or Al Heyman pocket. You know? You know? But that's the interesting thing. I'm pretty sure, Al Heyman is probably keeping a close ear to them. I'm pretty sure. But that's the interesting thing. And we ain't heard nothing about nobody coming back. Nothing. Only thing we heard was Danny Garcia. Only thing we heard was Danny Garcia say that he talked to Al and Al promised him he got something big coming. He ain't fought forever. And people praising Al Heyman for his business model, and these dudes ain't fought forever. And these dudes ain't fought forever. Hear me. Crawford fought once last year. You know what I'm saying? Lara ain't fought since what they say, 2022. Keith Thurman ain't fought since 2022. You telling me the average NBA, NFL player can't afford to miss a game check or two, but these dudes can? Hey, man, I'm trying to tell you. I'm telling y'all, there's real stories about PBC fighters doing Instacart, doing, dropping your groceries off, doing DoorDash, and I ain't saying nothing wrong with it at all. Nothing wrong with an honest living. But Al Heyman ain't this guy that they making him out to be. You know, his business model getting jammed up, and now Bud in the middle of it. But then everything Bud would want to do or want to fight would have to be doing with PBC. Who do Eddie Hearn got to offer him? Wait, what do Eddie Hearn got to offer him? You know, what do Bob got to offer him? Maybe Teofimo Lopez, maybe Eddie can out offer Devin Haney. But they ain't really big enough for nothing to jump off for real. Not just yet. You know, and obviously Bud being back in the gym, he want to continue to fight. And I think his reason for fighting is the Canelo fight. You know, but hey, that's just my opinion on it. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. You know, like I said, hit the link tree. You can find me on Kick, Twitch, Instagram, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Support your boy. Appreciate the love, support, man. Like I said, man, check out the Box News playlist and let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.